Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today, I want to tell you guys a story, and it ends like this.
You have reached the FAA Air Traffic Security Coordinator. Be advised, all calls may be recorded or monitored.
Hey there. I'm wondering if we have the pilots we have at least 3 aircraft that reported this other aircraft or whatever it was. I wonder if we'd call them and have them give us some more information about what it is they saw, or do you want any of that stuff? Would that be helpful?
I think that would be very helpful.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Oakland 31, Seattle 13, AFRAC. Oakland 31. AFRAC number 155 Sierra Lima, level 43 is the wrong way.
That's weird. Hey, do you know that target south of the boundary there, that 0027 code moving very fast at 37,000?
Oh, look at that thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh. And you don't have anything on him, huh?
I got nothing.
Well, look.
WestJet 1698.
No, the WestJet 1698 is he is at 370, and that dude is, 150 miles to the north of him. I'll flash to that damn block. There you go. There's where WestJet is.
Okay, I see him up there. That's crazy. That's fascinating.
Yeah, all right. I'll report that.
Thanks.
Okay.
So there we have the Oakland Air Traffic Control, and they're handing off the UFO to the Seattle Air Traffic Control. The Oakland Air Traffic Control Center operator had this to say in a post-event phone interview.
And then, so our radar did pick up an intruder target coming in at a high speed right towards the southwest. Controller quoted.
But wasn't it going southbound though, not northbound?
Southbound, and then it did an abrupt maneuver and just took off northbound. So we're like, what? He was southbound. Yeah, we saw him. Now he's northbound.
Weird.
Yeah.
So when this UFO was first detected, it was flying south in the flight lane. But then it made an abrupt U-turn and started flying north. What? That's interesting. You don't hear of airplanes doing that.
Oakland 31 or 36.
Well,
This is Sector 36. We had a target come through our airspace going really fast at level 370 earlier, an intruder, mostly intruder, going southbound. And then now, apparently, the Southwest 4712 sees an aircraft off his right side about at 1 o'clock and 10 miles going northbound at 370. We don't have anything on radar anymore or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I just have my primaries on.
And we don't see any primaries or anything either.
But I will. Okay. Yeah.
Just to let you know, and our supervisors are calling all the appropriate people. So.
And does he have any idea what kind of aircraft it is?
No, we've asked him, and he doesn't. He said it's about his 1 to 2 o'clock and 10 miles off his right side now. So.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Southwest 4712, Seattle.
Center, good evening. Southwest 4712, flight level 380, and we're watching that unknown aircraft at 1 o'clock.
Southwest 4712, Seattle Center, Roger. And can you estimate the altitude, please?
Best estimate is 370.
Thanks, sir. Southwest 4712. Are you just visual, or is there any TCAS indication?
No negative tickets, it's just a visual.
Roger, just keep me advised.
Roger that.
So, Southwest 4712 is reporting that they have a visual on the UFO and that it's headed north at about 37,000 feet, which should put the UFO right about here. Now, this thing is not showing up on the TCAS or the Traffic Collision Avoidance System, and we still haven't seen the UFO show up on the primary radar yet.
Southwest 4712, can you estimate the distance?
Yes, our estimation is now between 12 and 15 miles, definitely further away than it was before. There's some clouds up there, so it's getting harder and harder to see it, but we still see the object there.
Southwest 4712, Roger. You said you're 1 to 2 o'clock right now?
Yep, affirmative, between 1 and 2 o'clock.
There he is. Check that thing out. It's an unknown radar ping at 37.
Hello out there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for the test stream of Area 503. I'm guessing if you're here, you know who I am. Manny. Oh, there we go. There's am I back? Did I do something down there? Yeah, this is the first it's test. But I did bring my party hat, and I am here to party and chew bubblegum. But I'm all like gum. See that guy back there? I'm going to learn how to do that guy. That's my associate producer. His name is Prince Dubois. Sometimes it's Dewey. Other times it's Duberson. Yeah. I'm told that I spoil him. I say he's entitled. What do you guys think? Spoiled or entitled? Anyhow, let's check out another video here. I just wanted to see how this stuff was working, and so there's the test stream. Yeah, it takes me time to share stuff, because I'm learning the software, but it doesn't seem so bad when it doesn't just flag out on me. Oops, I forgot to do something there. Wow, I have so much to learn. That's right.
Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today, I was going to talk to you guys about some documents that I found on the CIA vaults detailing the existence of a joint Russian-Chinese UFO investigation back in 1990. sidetracked
Stay on target.
when I stumbled across far more interesting. An obscure reference to the Tunguska event of 1908. I first spoke about the Tunguska event back in episode 9, so if you'd like a little bit more detail about it, check out that video. But for now, just a quick review. On June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion rocked the skies over the stony Tunguska River in northern Siberia. The shockwave from the explosion is estimated to have registered at a 5.0 on the Richter scale. The power of the explosion was estimated to be as high as 30 megatons. This event left over 2,000 square kilometers, or 770 square miles, of trees and forest land completely leveled and stripped of leaves and branches. God only knows what kind of wildlife killed here, but it is rumored that at least 3 human beings lost their lives.
This is another test. How's the mic sound, if you can hear it at all? This is a test. I hear the microphone at all, or is it still all echoey or distorted? The video seems to be playing okay. It's a local file. I'm not streaming it off of YouTube, so hopefully that helps. Yes, maybe. It's still distorted. Okay, Tammy. Let me try something else. Test. How does the microphone sound now? Does it sound any better? Is it still nasty? Little chop and cuts. Yeah, Chuck, I think I've got some latency issues. I think I need to fix my internet connection. Audio's better running directly through the mic and not through the voice meter. How's the audio level? Can you hear me? Okay, good. So something's wrong with my virtual cable and my voice meter and all that stuff, but I'm not in love with all that. It's probably, I'm not in love with all that stuff anyways, but okay. Not so bad. Can you hear any background sound? Like, can you hear the traffic outside and the dog barking or anything? It doesn't sound too tinny or anything. Seems to do a lot better when I'm not streaming a video, when I'm just sitting here talking, I don't know if you guys caught it. That's my associate producer right back there. He's on his nap break, which he's been on for about 4 hours now. His name is Prince Dubois, Mr. McDuberson, Doobie. I wonder if I can share just for some background music, so it's not just me sitting here. And let's see here. Oh, that's cool. So I can just play the MP3 there.
Do you guys hear that music playing now that I've clicked back over or not? The movements have distortion. Okay, that might be my low light or my bandwidth. I'm not sure. At least you can see my eyebrows just like perfectly, and that's important for a live stream, right? Like, especially if you got some serious friggin' eyebrows like that. I'll have to download this and check it out and see how it looks when it's done. But thanks for sticking with me, guys, and helping me figure this out. I'm curious if the music's playing in the background, though. Looks like I have short arms. I do, man. I have tiny little arms. I'm like Deadpool when he got his legs ripped off. Those are my arms. They're like a pterodactyl, but it doesn't matter. As long as I can get to my mouth, I'm okay. I'll live. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, good. So we got the music in the background. Chuck, the reason that is because I got a wide angle camera, and I'm really close to it. That's why it looks like my arms are short and distorted. Although I like the T-Rex story, I could change my name from Manny Six Fingers to Manny T-Rex. What? I'd be like, I'm gonna catch me some UFOs. Come here, guys. Yeah. Well, that's really cool. So I figured out how to play background music. I've got the mic working okay. I need to turn my TV off so it's not flashing like every time that the the Enterprise fires its phasers over there or whatever I'm watching now. Looks like Cabin in the Woods, honestly. I might see a mermaid. Yeah. I still wonder about that movement, though, if that's a lighting issue or if it's because of my bandwidth. How's that? Any better or worse? It's a lot less light. Keep your arms down, says Chuck. Okay. You had to shut your fan off, Stu. Is that because my volume's too low or bandwidth? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. I don't think my upstream's all that good most of the time. But as long as I'm not hitting it too hard. I mean, I've got the... Oh, yeah, that's definitely low light. Although you do get that cool, shadowy look there. Let's mute that music there. It'll probably run better if I'm not sharing a window or three, like I said. But then we get no background music. That's kind of cool, though. I mean, you could do like a virtual DJ or something if you wanted to play music and videos. Okay, yeah. I'll have to figure out, Stu. I'll have to figure out the different levels for the audio and everything, and go from there. Yeah. That's good feedback, though. I appreciate that because it tells me what I got to do. Obviously, bandwidth's going to be the number one concern, though. Well, since you guys are here, let me show you something. This is actually going to go in the next video, I think. Chuck, is that a cat, you ask? That right there? That's royalty, man. That's my associate producer. Prince Dubois. Yeah, I figured the mic would be pretty good, even just running right through the mic without it being amped up through the voice meter. But the music was too low. I mean, I could have turned that up.
Let's go. Let's see. I'm going to cue something up here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, like I said, he's my associate producer, my intern, you know, my copywriter, all that stuff. He does all that for me, but he's on break right now. It's been about 5 hours, so he should be about done with his nap. I'm going to share something here for you guys to check out. I can definitely see how having someone to do that during a stream to line that stuff up for you would be good, though.
For universal truth. Planet, star, satellite, rocket launch. I'll find some UFOs. Airplane, drone, parachute flare, CGI. Still no UFOs. Dot. Dot. Shaky dot. Dot. There's a lot of distractions on the hunt for UFOs. Dotology. I like the shaky dot. It was like dot, dot, shaky dot, dot. That was a little, I don't know, I guess you'd call that an Easter egg or something. I threw at the end of the next video that's coming out here, I think Friday. Yeah, Thursday or Friday. I'm going to put that out. But I figured I'd share it with you guys since you guys had come on over to help me test the live stream. Boom. It's a rocket hat, right, Baker? Like I said earlier, I'm here to party and chew bubble gum. I'm all out of gum. Oh, yeah. I didn't set up any banners or anything. Let me do some of that, too. I do kind of like this whole setup, though. StreamYards is kind of nice. Not real CPU intensive like OBS is. I tried to play around with that a little bit, and it was real challenging because my computer is... I need a new computer. Let's just say that. Doesn't everybody who does this? Let's see. Welcome to the area 503 test stream. We're going to scroll that across the bottom. Put my color schemes off. We got to fix all that. I don't want gray. Where's my... Yeah, that's better, right? All right. Is that closer to my area 503 green? That doesn't look too bad. Hopefully it doesn't lag or anything. Sky Pirate, thanks for warning me about the spider, dude. I really don't like spiders. And, you know, that would have really bothered me if one of them was crawling up my neck and I didn't see it. Yeah, that looks good, right, Baker? Except for I cut off my little alien buddy's nose. Sorry, buddy. Whatever. We don't need him anyways. I'll just put him away for now. Oh, that actually made the camera focus a little differently. Interesting. Okay.
Terry's here too. Hi, Terry. How are you, buddy? Came to check out the live stream. It's just a test, but hey, thanks for coming by. I'm trying to queue up something here. Oh, what was I going to play? Hey, that's interesting, Baker. Oops. When if you guys are helping Rich and he's doing a live stream from using StreamYard here, he can queue up local files by dragging them right out of the file manager into a blank Chrome tab. And then that way you're not trying to download them from YouTube at the same time as you're, streaming to upload. I don't know if that'll help with anything, but good little tip. Have you guys all seen the On the Wings of Fail? The YouTube? Oh, there's a T-Rex. On the Wings of Fail, Secure Team 10 that UFO Theater did in 2010, I think. 2017. When was that video made? I forget. Where's their... They're the ones who really outed. When I saw their video that they made on Secure Team 10, I was just like, holy crap, dude. You guys took the screws to that guy. Where was this? They were the ones that, at least to me, that I saw first, UFO Theater. They're the ones who outed Tyler for being that fake astronomer guy. They kind of debunked the little Planet 9 thing that he had done. I'll see if I can find the clip here. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Bam. Here we go. It's called On the Wings of Fail. Fail. UFO Theater. I'm going to play a short clip here. If I can figure out. Oh, there we go. I forgot to share. See, this is why I do test streams, because I can't imagine doing this on the, live and then be like, oh, hey guys, I'm going to play half a clip and then realize that I don't have the audio on. Because that's apparently how I do it. Share it. Make sure you click audio. Why isn't that a default? That's annoying. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Except for I think I crashed the stream.
Well, that's good to know. I completely crashed and came back in, and it kept the string going. Completely crashed my browser. Let's try this again. Yeah, I think when you guys blacked out is when my browser crashed. So that's good to know. Let's check. Let's go back to that clip. Let me share that. This is funny. It's not actually, it's not funny. It's sad. This whole video is sad, and I've actually linked to it in a couple of both of the Tyler videos I think I did. I put the link to this video in the description, but check this out.
To know something is wrong here. The objects are also poorly integrated into their backgrounds, as Tyler seems to think blurring is the solution for everything. In this hoax, he claims an anonymous government astronomer has tipped him off that a new planet has entered our solar system behind Saturn. Real astronomer Dave Gregg, aka Dazza the Cameraman, points out that the new planet is actually a shot of Neptune, which has been photoshopped behind Saturn. Not only that, the voice of the anonymous source is actually Tyler himself with a pitch filter on his voice.
Hey guys, this is Tyler with Secure Team. Thank you for stopping by.
My name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency.
Hey guys, this is Tyler with Secure Team. Thank you for stopping by.
The ruse was so obvious he later had to admit it, which points out another characteristic of Secure Team 10 videos. He attempts to compensate for his lack of technical expertise. Invented witnesses mixed in with spooky music.
This footage was sent in to us by the parents of a 9-year-old child who recorded it. Apparently, this craft had been following this child from overhead. He said that it began to get very windy out, and he noticed a small portion of clouds begin to swirl and circle in on one another, forming this portal shape.
When he attracted ridicule for his El Paso Black Cube hoax, he enlisted an accomplice to record an unconvincing witness interview.
Thank you for sitting down with me here and agreeing to do this impromptu phone interview and taking the time out of your day about what you saw the other day with regards to this massive-looking UFO that apparently just appeared in the sky over El Paso. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. It was pretty freaky, to say the least. I'm just happy to talk about it because I think it needs to be talked about.
Recently, Secure Team 10 has moved on from photoshopped images into creating video hoaxes with predictable results. In this one, titled Alien Ship Caught Sending Out Scouts Over Florida, when the shot is stabilized, we see the scouts can't seem to decide if they want to scout or not, which is really freaky, to say the least. I just want to talk about it because I think it needs to be talked about. The stunning off-world alien ship, nicknamed the Butterfly UFO, was animated on a still image, as there is no movement whatsoever in the background, which appears to be a shopping center, to which he added some fake.
Yeah. So now when I say Ken the astronomer, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him going, "Oh, I'm Ken the Hey guys, this is Ken the astronomer. And I have what can only be described as a planet 9 behind Jupiter." God, I don't nearly do a good enough Tyler, do I? That cube looks like the Borg, says Terry. You're right about that. There's been a couple of those cube-shaped, pyramid-shaped, The one that was over the Pentagon, I think, the pyramid, that was one of the most believable ones because it was part of a coordinated hoax where they had multiple people who claimed to have viewed this thing. And so when you get 3 different people or 4 different people who are like, videotaping something and they're all coordinating, that'd be a hard one to detect, that might get just about anybody, but that Secure Team 10 video, like I said, was done by UFO Theater, and it's called On the Wings of Fail. And they really, like, anything I've said about Tyler is pretty tame to what these guys said. And they were not even mean or rude. They were just blunt. You know, it's funny, Carrie Ann, what you say about Tyler's speech pattern, because over the years, I think I've listened to a lot. I've watched a lot of his videos, but there's been times where I just kind of put his playlists on too, like, and I know his voice pretty well. And I went back and watched, you know what? I'm not even going to, I wonder if it's good enough. I was going to say, I watched an old video of his, and it was one of his first videos, like from 2010. And damn it, I shouldn't have left that window open. It was one of his first videos from 2010, and he had claimed that a witness had sent in some video, but I swear to God, on the video, it sounds like him, you know? And I'm thinking, why would you fake a witness? If you film something, why wouldn't you just say, hey, I filmed this? Why go through the motions of, claiming that there's a witness when there isn't one? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but maybe then you have deniability. So if people ask you, like, oh, like if they want more questions about it, you can't really hide behind it and say, oh, I don't know, I didn't film it. I just don't know. But I'll play it, and if I can, oh yeah, here it is. If I can find it, and you guys can tell me what you think. See, I like that. You see, we can do real-time stuff. I can show you guys UFOs, and you can be like, oh, I think it's this, I think it's that. We can figure it out together. Like, this is actually pretty cool. I think you're right, Bruce Wayne. I think this is pretty neat. I don't know if I'd ever have the bandwidth to do it like Richie does, where he does it all the time. But all right, I'm gonna cue this up. No, Tammy, he's still here. Check him out. He's right there. He just shifted positions. My intern Dubois, he's over on his break by a good hour, but he has all the negotiating leverage, so I just have to let him do what he wants. I know, Bruce, that's funny. Hey guys, I have what can only be described as some really dubious CGI. And I mean, this stuff's good. I don't really care if it's real or not. I'm going to put it out there because I got some drugs to buy. I got some hookers to take out, Oh my God. Yeah, I just snorted. Oh, let's see here. So this clip that I'm going to show is actually, this is Tyler's, one of his first videos from 2010, I think. And it was actually, I think, before he even branded himself Secure Team 10. He had another thing going on at the time, like a UFO paranormal something. I forget what it was called. Gosh, did I share the audio with that? All right, check it out.
What is
I'm going to play the first part again and really listen to the voice. I've got the audio up, but I haven't done any amplifying or anything. But listen to the voice and tell me if you guys think that that's Tyler, where he says, hang on, I just want to film something up here real quick.
show you
One more time.
I'll show you what is that?
Yeah, looks like an airplane to me, but it's secret UFO footage, not Secure Team 10. Interesting. I don't know. It sounds like Tyler to me. And, it was interesting because he wrote in the description for the video that it was filmed by a witness outside of a Office Depot. Yeah. He said it was a witness outside an Office Depot, and I looked on the map, and there was a Office Depot about, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles from where he lives, and I was like, what a coincidence. It was filmed by a guy in quote unquote Southern Ohio, which is where he lives, and it's so funny. Maybe I'll do a video about that someday. Who cares? But, I guess the reason I brought it up is because that was 2010 and it was one of his first videos. And I was like, man, has this guy really been, a fraud since day one, or marginally suspect since day one? I don't think I discovered his channel until, when was it? 2014 or 15, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But anyhow, he's got his own problems now. He's in bed with Lions Ground. That should be fun. Yeah, I actually went onto Google Earth and looked for the closest Office Depot to the area where he lived and found one not far away, and looked at the kind of the buildings that were around, and it was clearly the place where the video was filmed. And I was like, this guy probably filmed this while waiting for his girlfriend or wife or whatever to get off work, and then but why not just say that? Like, that's the thing. Like, why try to stage some kind of fake witness who's like, does it make it more edgy, or that way he can over dramatize it and be like, this isn't an airplane, it's a secret UFO, like maybe that's it. I don't know. But either way, he's been doing it from day one. So it's just like, and that little, apology that he gave that Lions Ground made him give was just over the top, like, ugh. I hear you there, Bruce, but look at that video I just showed you, man. That was his very first video that he had out, I mean, everything's private now, so we can't go back and screen everything. Not like he'd want to, but I like to think he only just screwed up a few times over the years, but because he was so high profile, every time he screwed up like that and tried to pull something, he got caught. You know what I mean? Like, because so many people were looking at him, but yeah. Yeah, Carrie, I think you're right there. He did run out of footage, and he kind of admitted that in his testimonial, whatever, that apology video that he made for the Lions Ground guys, which was, God, I don't know, man. That was hard to watch. Like that, he looked just whooped in that one. Whew. I don't know if he's got anything on his channel, honestly. I don't subscribe to him anymore. I guess I can go look. I unsubscribed from him, when I made that video about him. When I actually filmed myself in the video where I'm unsubscribing from his channel, I'm legitimately unsubscribing from his channel, and I recorded it. Let's see what Secure Team 10 has. Secure Team 10.
I bet you he has. Wow, he has absolutely no videos currently on his channel. You see, and that's kind of, I don't get that. Yeah, Carrie, yeah, that's funny because, like I said, that's actually when I subscribed from his channel. I recorded it and put it in the video. Yeah, you guys see that? He has no content. Hey, Baker, I don't really like what Lions Ground did, and I said that in my video. I said, as angry as I am with Tyler for all his, crap that he's pulled over the years, what's happening to him is even worse, and it is. Somebody's muscled in on his business, on his life. Like he's been stalked and extorted, in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer, but from what I've seen. And it's not right. Like the guy's kind of a jerk, but that doesn't mean it's okay to, to take over his life like that. Like that's some stalker stuff, man. I said the truth in my video. Like if somebody tried to pull that to me, I'd be calling the FBI and the lawyers. And then I'd just be like, dude, don't ever contact me again. Get away. You're not going to extort me and I'm not giving you anything, but who knows? Maybe there's a lot more to that situation than I'm aware of. I'm sure there is, but yeah. So he's got nothing going on there. I mean, nothing but nothing is going on over there at his channel. And that, no matter what kind of problems he had with the trademark and stuff, he should have been able to just generate a new one and start fresh from that day and just start kicking out some content and been fine. At least then he would have had some ad revenue coming in that he knows that Lions Ground couldn't try to grab, and copyright strike him. I don't get it. Like I think he thought that doing that video for Lions Ground would get, that guy off his back, but I don't see that, man. I see that once you give into a blackmailer like that, they're just going to come after you for everything they can get, why stop? But yeah. Maybe it's too quiet. It's too quiet out there without some kind of dang noise in the background. If I wasn't playing something, you might hear all the road construction they're doing outside and people arguing on the street. And yeah, unfortunately, there was some gunfire the other night too. That was kind of sketchy. Let's see what I can find to put on here. Let's try. Yeah, Baker, I think you're right there, man. I think that's, he could have done things a lot differently and might have had a much better result. What'd you guys think of that Jeanette Island video that I did a while back, a little bit ago? Yeah, downhill, I get you there. I understand that from what I understand, it was LG had contacted, I guess, JJ Ying, the artist, and made information. So I can't confirm that, but that's leveraging someone like that. I'm not sure if that's entirely legal, but it really doesn't matter because apparently Tyler decided to settle by making that video. I'm not sure if JJ Ying agreed to, like he was promised some money out of the lawsuit from what I understand. So maybe he might have a problem with them settling, but it seems like Lions Ground's happy with it. Why not? He's got Tyler wrapped around his finger now, I guess. But and I don't even know if they're going to you know, if they're really partners or what, you know, I like, and really watching that video that Tyler made for LG, it's not exactly clear where he's saying he's going to partner with that guy, but he's saying, hey, this guy can help me get good content. Maybe he is going to partner with him. I don't know, but let's see here. Let me fire up this thing. You know, I just don't think that you should be able to leverage someone when they're down like that. You know, like, I mean, Lions Ground really didn't have any claim to that logo other than when he bought it from, you know, JJ Ying, right? I mean, he didn't make it. He didn't even discover whose it was. He found out on the internet, you know, Twitter or video or something, and then he contacted JJ Ying and was like, hey, you know, let's file a lawsuit together. I'll be your representative and front all the lawyers' fees. I mean, that's a pretty cutthroat business right there. And like I said, I'm not even sure if that's even legal. I mean, who knows? I'm not a lawyer. But I play one on TV? No. Let's play this thing. Take a peek. What was this? Oh, yeah, Jeanette Island. That's where I'm at.
Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today I want to talk to you guys about Jeanette Island. But first, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Bubbles78. Bubbles has been a longtime fan and supporter of the channel, and I just want to say thanks, dude. I really appreciate your support, and I love your enthusiasm and your excitement. Anyhow, let's move on to Jeanette Island. I first spoke about Jeanette Island back in episode 2. Let's take a look at this short clip from that episode, which includes a brief history of the island. Now, why would anybody be interested in this small island located in the East Siberian Sea? As you can see, it's quite a beautiful island. However, it is unremarkable, except for one thing. For some reason, Jeanette Island is redacted on all satellite imagery, including Google Maps and Google Earth. Jeanette Island was discovered in 1881 by a U.S. Navy commander named George W. DeLong. That expedition has its own unique and interesting story, which I'm not going to talk too much about here because it's not relevant to the current status of the island. Except for one thing. Commander DeLong claimed the island in the name of the United States, making it a U.S. territory. Skip ahead to 1990. When the United States and Russia would negotiate a national maritime boundary treaty between our two countries. This treaty remains in effect today, effectively leaving Jeanette Island in Russian waters. But as we all know, politicians love to change their minds. So in the future, anything can happen. So Jeanette Island has a complicated history, and as of today, the island clearly lies in Russian territorial waters, making it administratively Russian property. And we really have no idea what's out there, but you really got to think it's something important. Otherwise, why would they redact it on all these maps? If there's nothing there, why not just show it? Anyhow, in July 2019, ladbible.com published this article titled Google Maps, Mystery of Blacked Out Russian Island Revealed. Ah, cool, let's take a look. It turns out that in July 2019, Google decided to uncensor this portion of the map for some reason, revealing this image. It really only shows the tip of the island and a portion of the ocean surrounding it. Well, that seems a little suspicious to me. And it seems like the writer of this article agrees with me, because the last line in the article reads, quote, "It all seems a little fishy to me," end quote. Here in September of 2019, Russia Beyond also posted an article about censored images on maps, including a brief bit on Jeanette Island. They even went so far as to include a link to the GPS coordinates of the island, almost as if they were challenging people to go and take a look. Challenge accepted. When you look at the island from Google Earth, it still has this black censoring around the island. But when you start to zoom down on this thing and you get closer, it reveals this hidden image at about 20 meters or so. I wonder if that means that this was a mistake and they just forgot to censor or remove this level of the map. Interesting. Anyhow, they don't show you much, just the tip of the island. But I think I know what's underneath there. Check this out. Here's satellite images of Jeanette Island from 2018. So here is what Google doesn't want you to see. The question is, at whose request was this censored and why? There doesn't seem to be anything here worth censoring, so why go to all the trouble and draw the unwanted attention? In fact, the only remarkable thing about the island to me is this strangely shaped dome structure on the top. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. For now, I don't think the Russian authorities have ever said officially what was on Jeanette Island, and the lack of any official explanation for the redaction has had people speculating all over the internet.
I can definitely see how bandwidth is going to be an issue here. Thanks for stopping by, Downhill. I don't know if you're still around, but I appreciate all of you guys coming by and hanging out and giving me feedback here. Let's see. I was going to try that background music thing one more time again. Yeah, Bruce, I did videos on the DUI arrest and all that. And to be entirely honest with you, if Tyler would have just come out and been clean about everything instead of trying to lie to everybody, I wouldn't have made those videos at all. You know, when I confronted him about what I knew to be a lie and he told me to shut my mouth, I was just like, you know what, dude? No. And so I came across pretty. Yep, there's my bandwidth issues. I need to get a better bandwidth setup going here. My internet's not the best. Can you guys hear that background music now? Yeah, Carrie Ann, I know about that. They've put those 5G towers all over my part of town. They're up on top, like every 4 blocks, like every major street's got these big, huge black cylinders on top of it. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I started Googling and looking, and yeah, it's all 5G, so it's all there. Is that music at a good volume? Does it drown out my voice? Is it too loud or too quiet? It's a low volume, says Bruce. Okay, let me turn it up just a little bit. That might be too much. I don't know. That's a decent volume. Okay. I can hear it in my earbuds and it's not too loud, so it's a little distracting for me. Yeah, those are all good tips, Baker. All the standard, reboot the router, reboot the Wi-Fi, reboot everything. And a good computer, yeah, that's definitely on the list. So I can do some use After Effects better and faster. Yeah, Terry, I am actually right now testing out the Wi-Fi connection to see if that's going to be viable at all. And it's been okay. I wouldn't want to bank on it. Hey, Game Vet's here too. Yeah, you work on you, man. Got a semi going down the highway. Definitely you should be paying attention to what you're doing, buddy. Dude, I got a kick out of watching your stream the other night, man. It was a lot of fun, doing the kind of EVP stuff. And yeah, and definitely I got a kick out of your game cabinets and whatnot. So don't bother responding. I know you're driving, but at some point you and me got to sit down and talk, because I've been a collector of cabinets, game cabinets and stuff. I don't have any at the moment, but I have over the years had different types of pinball tables and arcade games and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Terry, I'm definitely going to get a better computer. I need it for, like I said, the animations and stuff, and all the video editing. All that stuff takes a lot of time. Like one of my standard videos, it could take a good 4 or 5 hours just to render the little talking head that's down in the corner, and that's on top of all the other time it takes to make the video. And that really kind of slows things down, because I can't do anything else on my computer while that's doing it. I just got to kind of do some research on my phone, or take a nap or whatever. But sounds pretty good. Yeah, Vet, you got it, man. I'll message you, dude, and we'll hang out sometime and talk video game cabinets. I do like that I can play the music and everything. Thanks, Bruce. If you get a chance, go watch one of the old playlists, sometime when you get some a couple hours free, and check out some of the older stuff. There's some really good content there on the channel. And most of it's not really, time sensitive. Some of it is, but what do you guys think about Sunspot, New Mexico, and the strange observatory getting closed down? This is that the SDO? No, it's not the SDO. That's Sunspot Solar Observatory. You guys remember all that stuff? Maybe I should play one more video and then wrap it up for the night, because I think this has been pretty good for a test stream. I'm glad people have got to just kind of hang out. I do kind of like that on the StreamYard here that if you drop connection, it will black out your stream, but it's not kind of like OBS where you get a ghost stream, or it doesn't just kick everybody out of the stream. That would suck if you had a bunch of people hanging out and you drop connection for 2 seconds and it just kind of you had to start all over. But it kept the stream going even though you guys didn't see anything. And that's kind of interesting too. Yeah, Chuck, I've done a lot of research into Sunspot, and I couldn't figure out what happened down there. The FBI pretty much has stuck to their story that it was based on child porn, although no arrests or have been made. There's been no arrests, so it's pretty much widely accepted that was a cover story. And my best bet is that it was, maybe some kind of international espionage, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, they did shut down a whole bunch of other telescopes at the same time. So maybe not. Let's see, where is that? I'm trying to find it now. You guys would laugh if you saw my my backup folder of everything, because I have everything that I've ever done for the channel in a backup folder. So all my old videos, research, all that stuff is all there. I'm trying to find one I want to play for you real quick. But yeah, it's Sunspot. I don't think anyone can really say, you know, what happened there for sure, or will. It'll probably be 40 years before the government ever really tells us what happened there. Here we go. I found it. Sorry it took so long, guys. Game Vet says he thinks it might have been space related. Yeah, you know, I thought that too, especially with all the other observatories going down, that it could be that there was something going on that they didn't want us to see, but I just don't know about that. Like, oh shoot, something popped up in my ear. Another thing to consider is that all of those telescopes are linked into military networks. And so maybe there was some kind of hardware and infrastructure vulnerability that was at every single one of those locations. So they had to take it down to replace some hardware that might have had some backdoors in it or something. That's the only thing I was thinking. But it definitely could have been something up there, you know, that they didn't want us to see. I think there was other observatories, even though those ones went down, that were still looking at the sun and stuff. So it might not have been something up at the moon, you know, or on the sun, but it was a Microsoft update. Yeah, Terry, you're right about that. Was that the South Park movie? They're like, get Bill Gates in here. Oh, Bill. Oh, Billy. Billy. How the mighty have fallen. Yeah. Let's see. I need to share that other one. I'm getting better at share screens. That's good.
Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today, we're going to be going over some updated information into the story of the closing of the Sunspot Observatory that occurred. Shut down. The reason for the closure at the observatory was due to a safety concern.
I'm going to skip the recap and we'll get right to the new information.
The observatory reopens as if nothing had happened. 3 days later, on September 20th, the FBI doubled down on their pornography cover story by releasing this 30-plus page affidavit for a search warrant. They claimed that this warrant debunks any sort of conspiracy theory as to what happened at the Solar Observatory. However, I disagree. I think that the release of this affidavit actually casts more doubt on the so-called official story. Let me tell you why. The first thing that I noticed about this affidavit was that it seemed like 80% of the data in the affidavit felt to me like it was from some form of a template, and it actually had nothing to do with the particulars of Sunspot, but more to do with explaining technology and citing law. And honestly, the whole affidavit had a sort of rushed feel, as if it was thrown together haphazardly or done at the last minute. And as far as the information that was revealed about Sunspot, it didn't take me very long to find some discrepancies or suspicious statements. Take a look at page 2 of the affidavit. We find a statement that shows that the laptop is already in possession of the FBI, and that the warrant itself is to authorize the examination of this laptop, not to raid the observatory, and certainly not to shut it down for 11 days. The next few pages of the affidavit simply talk about the officer's credentials, but then on page 8, they finally give some more details about the actual investigation. Here they state that they have probable cause to suspect that someone has been using the computer systems at the observatory to access illegal pornography. Well, that's pretty vague. I mean, seriously? The next several pages of the affidavit are full of technical information that really has nothing to do with the Sunspot case, and it explains what should be obvious to a judge who issues warrants for cybercrimes. Anyhow, on page 21 of the affidavit, we finally get to some of the official story. It appears that on July 27th, 2018,
Yeah, that fuzzy video is because of my bandwidth problem here, I believe, because I have that playing through a browser tab and it's a local file, which is 1080p. Yeah, it's 1080p. So that's going to be the problem with me doing any sort of live stream is my bandwidth. It's my bandwidth. I need to get me a better interwebs connection there, fellers. Otherwise, this dog ain't gonna hunt. All right. Well, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. It was fun to chat, and I appreciate you guys giving me feedback. Is the video okay? It's not choppy like the when I'm on camera. It's not like when I was playing a video, right? I don't think so. Pyramid. It mentioned something about a error in using Chrome. So maybe I'll do a test stream using Internet Explorer. Although I don't really care for Explorer. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I just heard the Cops was canceled. 30-something years. What's up with that, man? Now we got it's like PD Live or some such, man. Like, I think I'm gonna switch over and start watching that Carton Arc and as well. I'm pretty sure, but I can maybe do some tweaking to that and maybe get it going a little bit better. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay, but it hangs. That's yeah. That's some bull. Oh, look, dude, the associate producer's up. Look at him. He's like, feed me, bro. I better sleep all night. I'm starving. Maybe with better hardware, Pyramid, I could do that. It's the reason I'm using StreamYard. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here, but thanks again for stopping by. And if you see another one pop up, then feel free to come and hang out and chat with me. Thank you all for coming by, though. It's cool to see everyone hanging out and just chatting and having fun. Stay safe out there. Have a good night. Be one with your fellow human beings and your pets. Take care, guys.